Hi everyone, welcome to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Today we're just going to do a kind of daily update, just kind of what's going on. We'll just have a general chat about kind of crypto stuff and what's been happening in the world. Just now, there's not much news coming out, to be honest. So we'll just chat about a couple of coins and a couple of things I've been thinking about with the lower price coins, particularly on Binance. So we'll just jump over to kind of what's been happening in the markets just now. So where are we just now? We're still sitting at 265 billion market cap just now. BTC dominance is going down, which means that more people selling kind of BTC to get into the altcoins. And we'll just look at the kind of top coins for the last 24 hours. So Redcoin has jumped up 34%, which is brilliant. It's good to see. POA network had a huge run up kind of yesterday as well. I think it was up 100% at one point, which is fantastic. ELF is still going up just now. I kind of looked at the day chart on ELF, and I told you yesterday, well, I said yesterday that ELF looked as if it was going to pop, and it popped yesterday, just after the live, actually, about half an hour after the live that I did yesterday. So it kind of popped as well, which is good. Golem's up 23%, OneChain's up, which is fantastic to see for everybody in OneChain. I know a lot of people are into that. Ontology is still going up. It's still going up, and it looks, I don't know when this is going to stop, but it's still going up just now. Chainlink is doing well. What about we kind of look at the next 100? There's a couple of ones outside the top 100 that were doing really well. Singular DTV is doing brilliant as well. Again, that was up 100% at one point. Experience points gone up 52%. Which is brilliant. I've actually got some experience points that I bought, and I just thought, okay, I'll buy them and forget about them. Viacom has gone up and rough as well. I think UBQ were doing well. They were up 40% at one point as well. So they're doing fantastic. Just look at the 200 to 300. See what's going up there. Descent has gone up. Good coin. PA coin, PAC coin has gone up as well. I thought that was a kind of pump and dump coin, but I don't know really much about it, to be honest, but I did think it was a pump and dump coin, but that's gone up as well. Grid Plus, never heard of it. Quin, I never heard of that either. Cloak Coin gone up as well. So it feels as if the sentiment in the market is coming back, a positive sentiment in the market is coming back, and more people are getting into the altcoins as well, which is good. It's just got a different feeling about it over the last over the last week. There's a different feeling about the market just now, and I don't know why that is, to be honest, but it's just got a different feeling altogether, a more positive vibe about it, to be honest. Okay, we're just going to see who's in the house just now. Samuel Ruffy, good morning to you, or good afternoon, wherever you are, or good night to wherever you are. Eddie Holland, East Holland, near German border. Excellent, good to see you, Eddie. Crypto Don Juan, good morning. I made it on time. Excellent. I've seen you in the kind of BAB Telegram group as well. Can I send you a message there? Kim O'Brien, good morning to you as well. Dave, okay, from over the wall. Got my trousers on and with my big boy pants on just now. Excellent. I hope you've got your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on. And remember, the financial advice I give is totally biased towards the coins I've kind of bought or thinking about buying as well. So don't take my advice. And I'm not your dad or anything like that. And remember, crypto is for life. It's not just for Christmas. Christopher A, good morning. Greetings from Norway. Excellent. Good to see you here. Samuel Ruffy, New Jersey. Crypto Dread, what's happening, man? Florida up in here. Excellent. Good to see you, buddy. Tom Barry, good morning from Frankfurt. And Sean Demicoli, have you checked out Lexit yet? Nope, not checked out yet. Just not got time. Scottish Bull's in the house as well. Kirkintilloch near Glasgow, not that far away from me actually. Perfect time every morning to catch a live. Brilliant. I'm good to see you here, Scottish Bull. Crypto Dread, smash up the likes. Yes, if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you've not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe. I go live every kind of weekday morning, just kind of chatting about kind of cryptos, what's been happening in the markets, any news that's coming out. I'm live every morning for about 40 minutes. Usually we kind of talk a wee bit more and go on, but it's always good. It's always good to see you here as well. So yeah, smash up the likes, Scottish Bull, Abra and Litecoin news. Still never checked out Scottish Bull, sorry. Matt Mortimer, morning from London. Good to see you here, Matt. Crypto Don Juan, hey Steve, I've been looking into BAB token. Not bad, I think. It's a long-term project, like 1 or 2 years, but it has a lot of room for short-term growth as well. I'm getting 1.5 million tokens. I'm going to be talking about that because my stake has already gone up 50% in the last couple of days. So I'm going to talk about BAX as well, and I'm thinking about doing a week-long promotion on BAX as well. And I'm not getting paid for it or anything. I just think if you're kind of buying a token like this, you're now part of that community, and as part of that community you should be doing your bit to kind of get people make people aware of the potential for this coin as well. So that's what I'm going to do. So I might have a week-long kind of promotion. That's not a promotion, but it'd be kind of, yeah, a week-long promotion next week, and get interviews with the CEO, the CIO, and kind of the head of marketing, and kind of show you more about kind of what BAX is. Because it looks brilliant, to be honest. It looks a brilliant coin, and it's still in its infancy. It's only at 8.5 million value just now, but I'll look at that more as well. So it looks brilliant, Crypto Don Juan. Scottish Bull, Neo slowly showing signs of recovery. Neo, if you're in Neo just now, you've no worries at all for Neo. I honestly don't believe. Lee Litecoin, morning to you. Good to see you here, Lee. Crypto Don Juan, oh, was that you telling me and James to get a room? No, that was, I think that was Tham that was telling you to get a room. That was in the Telegram chat. Rappy, good morning, mate. Rappy from Australia, good to see you here, Rappy. Got my big boy Speedos on this morning. Oh God, you've just put a picture in my mind. It's not a good one. I shouldn't have said that. Sean Demaco, where can I buy some BAB? You can buy it on the Banker network. I'll show you how to kind of do that. Mark Innes is in the house from Australia as well. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so what's been happening? So we're going to go over to Binance just now, and where do we go? They're just kind of going down just now. It had a brilliant run up. It's had an amazing run up, to be honest, from about 421. Where was it when it crossed 438? It kind of crossed the 7-day MA, crossed the 25-day MA. And had a brilliant run up, 1354. So you could have made 200% on Verge if you were in that. Has it got more room to grow? Probably, yeah. We kind of look at the hour chart. It was falling for a while. If you see the hour chart, it was kind of falling for a while. It's kind of when it went up and it came back down, it was really hitting the 7-day MA, or the 7 MA, sorry, and it was bouncing up from the 7 MA, but it's now kind of, it looks as if that the 7 MA is now support or resistance, sorry. So I don't know where it's going to go from here, but they've still to announce this kind of big announcement on the 17th of April. So I expect it to go up more, to be honest, in the run up to that as well. So that looks as if it's doing well. What's the big change? I'm saying, look at this. It's singular DTV. And that's kind of crazy. So it went up from 857, touched 2295 again, 200% increase, and it's starting to rise again. And this is following the 7 MA support line as well. So that looks like it might bounce from there as well. Again, Viacoin, I don't know much about that as well. POA had a brilliant run up as well. That's doing fantastic. We looked at kind of POA the other day because it's 7-day crossed to 25-day at 3738. So you could have had 100% there. ELF has had a brilliant run up as well. Look at ELF. That's one I was talking about yesterday. I said this one looked as if it was going to pop, and about an hour after I'd done the live, it did pop. It popped up from about, I think it was 9,000 or something when I spoke about it. Yes, it was around about 9,000. Kind of popped up all the way to about 13,000, and it looks as if it's going to go up higher as well. Blue Zell, that's popping as well. So there's a lot of coins popping. What I wanted to look at, what I brought to bring your attention to, and I did the other day, bring your attention to it. I'll just see, make sure we're still live streaming and everything's okay. Yep, looks okay. Was the lower price coins on Binance in particular. And you can see I said the coins under 1,000 Satoshi looked as if they were all about to pop, and they kind of are just now. If we look on the day chart, so Storm looks as if it's going to go again. I know it had a big run up from 210 Satoshi up to 935, which is 400% increase, which was amazing. But it looks as if it's going to go again. Poet, and that looks as if it's going to pop. I actually bought some the other day at 414 Satoshi, and that's going up. Not that much. I expected it to pop more, so I need to wait and see what happens with that. Time New Bank, that kind of crossed over at 375. The 7-day crossed the 25-day MA, and it popped over. It did have a run up to about 492, so that was good. So that looks as if it's going to pop. IOST going back up again. You can't see the... So that's had a good run up from 216. It was going down, but it looks as if it might go up again. I think IOST, the more I look into it, the more I like it, to be honest. Encash is kind of going as well. If we look at the day chart, when that crossed over, we can't really see. Go to the 12-hour chart. So Encash was good from 395, 396. And it's going up and down, but it's going in the right direction. It's going up. Fun has just started to go as well. That looks as if the 7-day is going to cross the 25-day. And Tron, what's happening with Tron? There's not much happening with Tron just now. It's kind of trading sideways at the moment, and that's fine, and it's trading within a range. I've got a kind of chart here for you. So it's trading within this range. This is on the hour chart, from about 510 up to about 560. So it's trading sideways at the moment. So we're really looking at to break 560 before we see maybe another run up. So we'll see what happens with that over the kind of coming days and weeks. But it did have a fantastic run up, and this is just a kind of trading sideways just now. But these are the two. This is a trading line, or the trading kind of valley that it's in just now. So it's good. It's not bad for Tron. It doesn't look as if it's going to kind of shoot down or anything like that. On the hourly chart, where are we? Well, the 7 MA has just crossed down over the 25 MA, but not by that much. So it's in at 535 Satoshi just now, but I do expect it to go up as well. And the run up to the kind of mainnet launch as well, so that'll be quite cool. So not too worried about Tron, to be honest. What was the other one? Blocks. Yeah, that had a wee jump up yesterday as well. So that's what I mean by the kind of overall sentiment looks to be good, especially for the kind of smaller altcoins as well. And the market overall, to be honest, the sentiment seems to be really good in the market. What about the BTC price? The 7 MA crossed on the hourly chart. 7 MA crossed 25 at 6739, so that was a buy-in from that point. And it's holding steady just now, Bitcoin. It did obviously have a big drop from around 7,200 down to 6,600. So that was a big drop of $600. So it's looking good just now. I don't know where we're going to go from here, to be honest, obviously, but looking at the charts of a lot of the top coins as well, they're looking okay. So what are some of the other kind of top coins that we can look at as well? NEO, we'll have a wee look at NEO on the BTC chart. Yeah, NEO's doing well. What's it doing on the dollar chart? Yeah, that's having a good run up. And the day chart probably crossed over as well. It's about to cross over. The 7 MA crossing over the 25, so I think that's going to cross over within a couple of days, and then we'll start to see more price action in the kind of upward trend for NEO. But $54, that's gone from 44. I think it was a low of 44. Yeah, it was about $44 a low. So if you got in at NEO at that price, that'd have been a brilliant price to get in it. ADA as well. I think ADA is going to pop very, very soon. On the day chart, yeah, it's crossed over. We'd seen it crossed over about 2,100. Crossed over. So I just think with Cardano, I think it's going to pop anytime soon. It's trading sideways for the last few days. What's it like on the hourly chart? Yeah, it's kind of up and down. It's a bit messy on the hourly chart. but it's doing okay. It's doing well. I just think this could be there could be a big rise, especially if Bitcoin price rises and continues to rise, and we'll see after mid-April what happens after kind of tax season. We'll see what happens there. Okay, we'll go to a few comments just now. Terrell Hooker's in. Morning to you. CryptoDon1. Oh, that was you telling me and James to get. No, that was something different. We spoke about that. Scottish Bull tax year ending in America is next week. Yeah, that's right. So we'll see what happens after that. I didn't think it would affect it that much, but apparently a lot of people are speaking about it. Who else? Sean Democall budgie smugglers. K1MCHI. I bought some Verge at 12.19. Hope it recovers in the next few days. It could well recover in the next few days because of the announcement's not been released yet about this big partnership, and a lot of people speculating as to what the partnership or who the partnership is going to be with. Lee Litecoin, EOS has constantly been doing well. Thoughts? Yeah, EOS looks good, and that kind of popped out over the 7 day. I'll just kind of take a look at EOS just now. On the hour side, yeah, it's doing brilliant. On the daily chart, when did it kind of cross over? Yeah, it crossed over. It was on the 23rd of March, it crossed over from 67,000 Satoshi, and it's up to 92,000 just now. It looks as if it's going to keep on running as well, because the 7 days just crossed 100-day MA as well. So EOS looks really good just now for a run-up. And what's the kind of all-time high on EOS? 134,000 Satoshi. So still got a wee bit to go to get to the all-time high, but there's good stuff coming out of EOS just now. So yeah, I expect that to go up higher as well. So if you're in EOS, brilliant. That's brilliant. Matt Mortimer went all in last week on ONT and WAN and was going to try and accumulate more tokens using your 7-day MA method, but no cross at 25 yet. Happy days. Excellent. So you've done really brilliant on ONT and WAN. Where is ONT just now, actually? Let's look at ONT. Jesus, that's just not stopping at all, is it? I better looking at on the 1 hour chart. ONT. Yeah, it's doing well. 49,000. It kind of crossed over the 7 MA, and it was above the 100 MA as well. It was following a pattern, as I said. You can see all the way up here. That was kind of jumping up, then coming back down to touch the 7 MA, then jumping up, touching 7 MA, jumping up, touching 7 MA, all the way up, touching 7 MA, and that was like the support line for it. But then it kind of went down yesterday, and then the 7 MA became the resistance line for it. So if it goes through that again, we could see another run up for ONT. There's one chain. WAN's had a good run up as well. 7 MA crossed at 54,000, now it's 63,000. Probably crossed before that on the 1 day chart. It was looking good. Yeah, we've not got enough data there. Probably look better looking at 12 hour chart. Yeah, 45,000 it crossed over. And it's big candles there. We're looking at big candles there on the 12 hour. So that looks as if it's going to continue rising as well. It's coming down a wee bit just now, but I think a little pullback, and then you've got a good entry point into kind of one chain as well. So that looks good. Any thoughts on Encash? Bought some at 390 sats, 300k. Yeah, Encash, I said, I think these are all going to have run-ups. So all the ones under kind of 1,000 Satoshi on Binance, I think they're all going to start to have a run-up. Storm, Poet, Time New Bank, IOST token, Encash, Fun, CDT blocks, TRX. I think they're all going to start to run up over the next couple of days if the Bitcoin price behaves. But I just think there's positive sentiment coming into the market. So Encash looks as if that's going to be one that's going to kind of jump up as well. Where is on the, what's been a recent high? So a recent high on the kind of daily chart, or a kind of wick high, is 544. Yeah, I just think these are all going to run up very soon. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll just look at BAX as well. So I've mentioned BAX a couple of times. It's actually gone up to 675. Wow. So BAX is the BAB coin. So this is a coin I've been talking about over the last couple of days. I'm going to do a week-long kind of review on it. I'll be interviewing the CEO and hopefully interviewing the CEO, and I'll show you exactly how to buy it using the banker network as well. Really easy using the banker network. That's where I bought a lot of BAX, and I first bought it a couple of days ago when it was down. This number was 0.00675. It is that price just now, but it was at 0.00378 or something when I bought it, when I started buying it. And when I looked into more, I started buying more, and I bought more. So I'm up to 10 million BAX just now, and I'm actually looking to buy some more. So I don't know if this price is going to come down. So it's went up 50% already. So I put in 4,600. It's now worth 6,700 just now. So it's went up about 40% for me as well, and it's been going up in the last few days. But what I wanted to look at, if we look at BAB as well, is the volume. If we look at the historical data, oh, that's brilliant. Market cap's just gone over 9 million. Fantastic, and it's up to 682. So it's gone up even more. It's sitting at 10 Satoshi, and it was sitting around about 5-6 Satoshi, kind of when I bought in. So it's doing fantastic. But that's a dollar value that's kind of going up. But the kind of Satoshi value has kind of doubled, which is amazing. So it was sitting at a market cap of about 5 million. Market cap has gone up to 9 million. It's ranked number 435 just now. It was outside the top 500. So it's gone inside and in the low kind of 400s, which is doing brilliant. But what I wanted to look at, if you see the volume there, 391,000 USD, and it's not even on a big exchange yet. It's only on a couple of exchanges, IDEX and Banker Network. I believe it's on Ether Delta as well, but there's not much trading volume there at all. We'll just have a look. Yeah, it's on Ether Delta. There's only $3,000 on Ether Delta that's been traded. IDEX, 130,000, and Banker Network, 257,000, although it's 391,000 it says there. But the volume over the last 3 days, so if you add the volume up 24 hours and yesterday and the day before, it's coming to around about 900 million. Around about 900 million. So the volume over the last 3 days combined has kind of accumulated more than the previous 18 days. I calculated the previous 18 days, the volume wasn't that high. So I kind of got in on the 8th of April. And then it just suddenly spiked up. The volume 229,000, 330,000 and 391,000 for the last 24 hours. So the volume has really spiked up as well. And that's been reflected in the price. So that's a good sign when the volume goes up like that, but there's no news, and there's no news yet. I suspect it's going to be coming out on a bigger exchange quite soon. We don't know the details yet, obviously. We don't know anything. That's just kind of supposition. So I suspect it's going to be coming out on a big exchange very soon, or a bigger exchange, and more exchanges over the course of the coming months. And obviously we're waiting on that banking license as well, or BAB are waiting on, not we, BAB are waiting on the banking license as well. But they're not going to get a full banking license. It doesn't work like that. To get a full banking license, probably going to take about 9 to 12 months. But what they do, they get a restricted banking license, which is still, that's huge news. That's kind of one step further on to getting a full banking license, but they have to go through this kind of process first. So if they get the restricted banking license, that's more or less them saying they're going to get the kind of full banking license, but they have to kind of look at some more things over the coming 9 to 12 months. But if they get that restricted banking license, that would be fantastic, and I can see the price kind of 10xing from there, to be honest, if they get that banking license. And I can see easily going into the top 100 within the next 6 months. And to get into the top 100 is only at a market capitalization of 100 million. We'll just see who's at the bottom of the 100. Yeah, Store J, 102 million market capitalization. So BAB, I think, can easily get into the top 100, and that means it's going to kind of 10x, 11x to get into top 100. And I just think I see the potential in this, and I get really excited, and I think this could be amazing. But it's a long-term coin. It's a long-term hold for BAX. If you're going to get into BAX and kind of buy some BAX, it is a long-term hold, but you're still going to see short-term gains as well. And as I said, over the last 3 days, I've seen about a 50% gain from my kind of holdings. So you can see the chart here. It's kind of just kind of going up and up and up, which is looking brilliant. So if you're not into BAX yet, check it out and do your own research on this. Kind of look at the white paper, check out the team as well. And I'll be doing a giveaway next week. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. For 5 days next week, I'll do a giveaway of 100,000 BAX tokens for every day, Monday to Friday. And we'll get interviews in there as well. And I'll show you exactly how to use the Bancor network as well. And it's really easy to use the Bancor network. Basically, what you're doing with this is the Bancor network. You just go to bancor.network.com. You'll be able to get into it. In fact, if we come out of that, Bancor.network. So this is kind of what you would see. I've not signed in there, but this is what you would see. And to buy a coin, all you have to do, I'll just kind of show you there. And so BAX is the top of the tree just now at 674. It's gone down a wee bit. So you just click on buy, and if you've got MetaMask or you've got a Bancor wallet, you can buy directly from there, and you'll get that set up. It's dead easy to set up, and you can set it up with Messenger as well. So we'll go into incognito window, Bancor.network. So it would ask you to connect with Messenger, or connect with Telegram, or connect with WeChat as well. So you connect that, and they give you kind of all the details within Messenger, how to set it up, how to set up your account. Then you set up a wallet, an Ethereum wallet, and once you've set up the wallet, from there you just send Ethereum to that wallet on the Bancor network. And then when you've got enough BAX, when you've got enough Ethereum, you can start buying BAX. So all you would do is kind of hit on buy, use a Bancor wallet, connect with Messenger. That's telling me to log in. I'll not do that just now. And then you just buy with your Ethereum. So what could, say if you only had 3 Ethereum, for example. So 3 Ethereum would buy you 1.8 million BAX tokens. Now that sounds a lot. It's obviously because the price is really low, but if you held that, think about Ripple. When Ripple came out, how much that was. It was extremely low, and this, you heard of all the kind of Ripple millionaires that came out. I'm not saying this is going to make you a millionaire. I'm not saying it's going to go up and shoot up to $1 or anything like that, but it's steadily going to rise over time. And if they get this banking license, or the restricted bank license, if they get that, you can see this 10xing from there, and then from there you just hold it for a year. I think you'll do really well with that. So that is BAX, I think, or BAB. I think it's going to do brilliant over the coming weeks and months, and you're going to hear a lot more about it as well. Mark Ennis, Storm, do you think it's a long-term hold, mate? Yeah, I do think Storm's a long-term hold as well. I think it's going to be really good, Storm, as well. All these coins just now on Binance that are below 500 Satoshis are going to do really well in the future, I think. XX Halifax, good morning to you. B&W TV, ADA, we just spoke about ADA and Cardano a wee second ago. I think that's going to pop any time soon, and I think it's going to go up, and it's a brilliant long-term hold. So if you're into Cardano just now, I would have no worries whatsoever. Errol Suleiman, any thoughts on Nano? Very low at the moment. Nano's another one. I think most of the coins, because if you think about it, in January the markets fell by about 75-80%. All the kind of altcoins went down. So if you're into Nano as well, I think you're kind of golden just now as well. I think it's a good buy. Christian 80 is in. Good morning to you. Rappy, any thoughts on Encash? But alright, we've kind of covered that. So I'm missing some comments as well, obviously. Rob Taylor, unfortunately do not have a lot of free money to spend at the moment. Would you have any recommendations for newbies wanting to learn TA? Any resources, books, courses? I don't know that much about TA, if I'm being honest. I just know what I need to know in order to trade, and that's the kind of moving averages. But what I would do is go over to Data-Dash. Data-Dash has a couple of videos teaching you the basics of TA, which is technical analysis for anybody that doesn't know. It teaches you the basics of technical analysis. It's just free videos he's got on YouTube. So go over to Data-Dash's channel, and he's amazing. Data-Dash is amazing. So I would learn from kind of Nicholas there and go over to his channel and just type in TA in the search field on his channel. You should find it. In fact, we'll go and try and find it here for you. And I'll just give you the link. Data-Dash. Go over there and we'll click on search. If you've not subscribed to his channel, you need to subscribe. He's brilliant. TA, I don't know if we'll come up with TA. Oh. Videos we're looking at. Right, I don't know. It's not finding it there, but you will find it. Just go through his videos. Trading tip, 3 cents to buy cryptocurrency. He's got loads of stuff there. Trading tips, how to use a Bollinger Band. Yeah, he's got loads of stuff there. So go over to Data-Dash's channel. I'll put the link in there for you. And you'll find some great stuff on TA there. Scottish Bull, Icon looks brilliant as well. Errol Suleiman, also Zalika looks brilliant as well, looks as if it's going to pop as well. As I said, everything under kind of 1,000 Satoshis on Binance is looking good to pop. Zalika there, 614, that's on the daily chart. We'll look at it on the 12-hourly because there's not enough data there. Yeah, it's kind of coming back up again. I think this is going to pop any kind of day soon as well. So it all looks good. Fuel's kind of popped already, we kind of spoke about that. Oh, it's just gone over on the daily chart. I thought it kind of popped on the, yeah, it popped on the hourly. So it went over 775, went up to 876. So a good 100 and odd Satoshi there. DNT's already popped as well. And that was looking good. I mentioned that the other day. That was looking good for a pop. 698. It crossed over that, popped up to 1577. So you could have doubled your money there as well. So that's the thing to do. Just look at the daily charts just for a macro view. So you kind of zoom right out, look at the macro view, and it might be better on Coinigy. I've explained this before, but for anybody that's not kind of seen it, and a lot of people don't believe in TA. To be honest, I don't with a lot of the other stuff. I don't believe in TA for the long term. Certainly not on the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 200-day. I think that's for stock markets. I definitely don't think it's for cryptos. That's why I go short on the 7 MA, the 25 MA, and the 100 MA, just to look at it. So it's not that I don't believe in TA. I just don't think it can tell you that much about where the price is going because it's all kind of back tested. Obviously, it's all kind of from the past, but there are a lot of things in TA that you can look at, and that's why what I do the charts with 7 or particularly the moving averages. And that's, if you're trading, I think that's all you need. I really do think that's all you need. But obviously, you can look at support levels and kind of resistance levels, kind of falling wedges and stuff like that, and kind of rising wedges. It's good to look at that. So it's good to know about it, and I'm learning more about it as well. But I've learned as much as I need to learn in order to trade. So, so if we look at the 1-day chart, we'll just pick kind of any coin just now. So picked ADA there. On the 1-day chart, it's crossed over at 2,169. For me, that would be okay. That's a kind of, it's looking like a buy signal there, because if you kind of zoom out and see where it was before. It was up at 5,620 before it crossed down over the 25 MA. It's went down, 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 down. You can see all the red candles there on the daily chart. And now it's starting to kind of pick back up. So it was consolidating there for a while. And I think it's going to pop anytime soon. And same with, I would imagine you're going to get a similar story with a lot of the coins as well, because everything went down in about January, February time. We'll have a look at XVG actually. We can see there. Right, on the daily chart, the last time the 7-day crossed the 25-day was around about 71, and had a huge run up to about 2,000, and then it crossed down over at 1148, went down, 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 and then a couple of days ago, well, the 25th of March, 7-day crossed the 25-day again at 435. That was an opportunity to say, okay, it's time to get in, and look where it's kind of gone from there, up to 1351 at the wick. So that's why I use the day charts, just to look for opportunities on the 7 MA crossing the 25 MA. What was another one? Ontology. You won't really be able to see that in the day chart. Just try to think of it. Here's the XRP, for example. I think that's down on a day chart. Yeah, so that's not kind of crossed over yet, but might cross over. You never know. Last time it crossed over was the 14th of December at 2,531 Satoshi, all the way up to 23,000. That was a 10x. Before it came back down, it crossed over at 12,000. So even if you got out at the crossover down point, you'd have still been up about 5x or 6x your money, and then went all the way down from there. So I think that will be getting ready soon to cross over. It's just consolidating just now as well. It's been trading for a while within a certain range, so that's consolidating just now as well. So that's what I use TA for, just the basics. That's all you need to know. Just simplify it, and that's all you really need to know. I think probably I'll be getting slated for that, but that's what I think you can use TA for. Rob Taylor, I appreciate the advice you give. My pleasure, Rob. My pleasure, buddy. Crypto.1, Steve, I have one coin you might like. BBN, take a look at it and let us know what you think. BBN, never heard of it. But we'll have a wee look. Oh, Banyan Network, sorry, I have heard of it, never done research on it. Market capitalization, 13 million. The volume is nearly 1 million, that's good. I like the volume. So it's recently came out as well. What's been a kind of highest peak? It's not had a market cap there until, so 19 million market cap, so still room to grow. So Banyan Network. Fusion, a big data network based on blockchain technology called Data Fusion. So this is all about big data. Cool. I might check into that. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. That was from Crypto.1. Kim O'Brien, Rob Taylor. I can recommend Stephen's course, which comes with support via Facebook, but it's not free. You can learn loads via YouTube for free. Yeah, you can learn loads via YouTube, and I have got a course like Kim says. Kim is the member of one of the kind of programs I've got on for beginners, and I'm going to put more in there about trading strategies as well, so it'll be from beginners to intermediate. I'll put more about TA in there as well, but loads of free videos on TA. But if you want to kind of go over to the course, you can go to CYT-Crypto.com. No pressure whatsoever. I don't kind of push the course that much at all. I've just put it out because I was getting asked loads of questions, and thought, okay, I'll put a program out there, and if anybody wants to buy it, they can. The Litecoin bulls are coming. May is the main feeling to start. Yes, I think mid-April, and we're coming up for mid-April just now. I think after mid-April, I think there's going to be a big bull run with regards to kind of Bitcoin and altcoins as well. So I think it's going to be good after mid-April, and that positive feeling is coming back to the market just now. But you never know what's going to happen with crypto, though. You just never know. Jacobus Van Beek, hi from South Africa. Is it worth waiting for BAX to be listed on Binance? No, definitely not. If it gets listed on Binance, for example, if it was to be listed, and I can't see it happening anytime soon, to be honest, because it's less than a cent, to be honest. It's only 10 Satoshi just now, but if it was listed on Binance, it would easily go up to 100 Satoshi, and it would be the cheapest coin on Binance, and I think a lot of people would get into BAX. So if you're looking to get into BAX, I would get in just now, to be honest. Where are we just now? 674. So don't wait and get into a big exchange. The where you're going to make the money on altcoins, if you find a really good project and it's like one of those hidden gems like BAX is, if you find that, then it's time to buy on the smaller market, because once it's the bigger markets like Binance, that's when the price shoots way up, and by then you've not missed out, but you've missed out on a lot of gains. So BAX is one of those coins, I think. So no, I would buy it before it hits any of the big exchanges. Scottish Bull, I'm off to Lisbon for the NEO conference. Excellent. That's brilliant. I know you're big into NEO as well, and I was, to be honest, as well, but I got out of NEO at about $112, $100-ish to get into Tron, in the hopes to get more Tron and get more BTC to get back into NEO. And I actually thought, bugger it, I'm just going to sell all my coins and get into NEO at about $48 and buy about 2,000, 3,000 NEO. But I didn't do it. I still think there's a lot of opportunities to make more BTC and get back into NEO. Brock Oyebu, good morning to you. Dave, if you had a spare $100 AS such, and you had a choice of either putting into Tron or BAX, what would you choose? Okay, so here's how to think about that. Tron is currently sitting at a market capitalization of around about 3 billion. BAX is sitting at a market capitalization of around about 9 million. So it's like, can I get into a coin? Okay, what one do you think is going to 10x first? Is Tron going to 10x before BAX 10x's to 90 million? So if I had a spare 100, if I'm being honest, not financial advice, put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, I would put it into BAX just now because it's got more potential. However, long term, Tron is a really good play for long term. But if you ask that question, what would probably 10x first? So it's like getting into Bitcoin as well. You could say the same about Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to get to $70,000 before BAX gets to less than a cent? So probably not. So if you've got a spare $100, I would definitely put in BAX. Hi Stephen, can you comment? WalletInvestor.com, bad prediction? Right, I don't see that there. So it's a bad prediction. Nobody can really predict the price of kind of coins, to be honest. We can only speculate. Cryptodon1, can you please ask him what is the risk when you give a loan P2P on BAX platform? Who's responsible for paying the loan if the person stops paying, or does it work like SALT where there is collateral? Good question, Cryptodon1. They don't mention that in the white paper. Yeah, they don't mention it in the white paper. A white paper, if you've not checked out the BAX white paper, go check it out. It's about 55 pages long, and some of it's a bit technical as well, but it's good. Krunks Creation Z, love your channel, bro. Thanks very much, buddy. Really appreciate that. Matt Morton, Banyan Network is a great price for long-term hold. 1 year partnerships with HPB and Loopring, 30x minimum. Excellent. I'm going to look more into that. And I've heard other people talking about it. I've just not kind of looked at it. Eugene Cunningham said good news for LTC. Where is LTC just now, actually? I think it was still on the chart, so it was still looking as if it was going down. Yeah, it's still looking as if it's going down just now, but it's kind of steadied over the last few days, and it's hit a support level of around about 110-ish. So that might be the support for Litecoin. I would still be, I am still extremely bullish on kind of Litecoin for the long term. I still think it'll hit $1,000 as well. So if you're into Litecoin, I wouldn't be too worried at all. Rappy, cheers mate, awesome report. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Rain, welcome Rain, it's good to see you. I got your message yesterday. I'm buying more, brother, as soon as I get off work. Hang up my nursing gig in a few years. Excellent. I honestly think, do you know when you come across a coin and you think this could be a life changer? Although I've been wrong in the past, I have to be honest. I thought titanium, I thought that was going to be a life changer, and I put a lot of money into titanium, but I had just had this feeling about Michael Stoliar, and I got out of titanium 2 days before it the arse fell out of it, and before they got all the coins stolen, and then had to introduce another token. And I'm so glad I got out of it. So I had that feeling at the beginning of titanium. I thought this could be a life changer one. But then the more I got to hear Michael Stoliar speaking, the more I started to get red flags in my mind. And literally it was 2 days. I sold everything. I still made a profit of about $20,000, but I got out of everything in titanium. I had a big, huge position in it. And it dropped, the arse fell out of it. So this BAX doesn't feel like that at all. BAX feels like a coin that's just plodding along just now. It's doing its thing, it's getting its product in place, it's getting the black card in place, it's getting the banking license, or it's applying for the banking license, and it's just going along. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but they've got a good social media presence. Telegram got about 12,000 members in it, Facebook, Twitter as well, on Reddit as well. They've got a really good team behind them, but they're just doing their thing. So they're focusing on the product, getting it out there first, and then I think it could explode. And I think BAX is one of those coins that could be a life changer. So for a lot of people, Ripple was a life changer, and I think BAX could do something similar. So yeah, I support what you're doing, Rain. My biased opinion, of course, but I've just looked into it. Not getting paid by the BAB team at all. It's just what I think. And I think if you buy a coin, you should support it and do your community bit. And if you've got a YouTube channel, talk about it. Talk it up and let other people know about it as well. Terra Hooker, what's the best hard wallet to store your altcoins on? For me, it would be the Ledger Nano S. So store all your coins on the Ledger Nano S or the Trezor. I would use that if you want to store your altcoins on there, as long as they're ERC20 tokens. So I would use that. Matt Mortimer, good to have a friendly face to chat about the market. Can't talk to friends or families. I think I'm mad investing in crypto. I know exactly what you mean, because nobody really knows I'm into crypto, because I can't talk to, well, I've got some friends, I've got my son into crypto now as well, but I couldn't really talk to anybody, and that's why I went on YouTube all the time, and I thought this is brilliant, and I thought, bugger it, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. So I just started one a couple of months ago. Jen Mon is in the house. Welcome to you, Jen. Any thoughts on a consistent volume on TRX? I'm swing trading by 10 Satoshi to accumulate more TRX. Yeah, the volume is good on TRX, to be honest. Jen, it is consistent. But it's all over the place just now. But the volume is still okay. The volume is still good on it. I just don't know what's happening with it. I just feel there's a breakout coming very soon, but I don't know, that's just a feeling. You can't go on feeling, you just have to look at the chart, see what's in front of you. But I feel it's going to break out, and I think it's going to have a run up. So at this price, at these levels, the chart is not saying it's going to go down, or it's not looking as if it's going to go down, to be honest. But obviously it could jump at any minute if a big whale comes in, decides to sell their stash. You never know. But for me, the long term, if you're trading it, it's not a good coin to trade just now, because it's all over the place. So it's not a good coin to trade at the moment, but you never know what's going to happen with it. But it has been brilliant to trade before. It was much easier to trade and get more, because you just looked for that 7 MA crossing the 25 MA, and it was up and down there, which was good. Yeah, so it's not easy to trade it just now because it's in a sideways pattern just now. But the volume is holding steady over the last few days. Rob Taylor, do you think XRP is likely to make a move soon? A lot of good news the past few weeks. I think it is. Again, that's a feeling. I think it is going to make a move, but according to the charts, if you look at the charts, XRP is not really kind of moving at all just now. In fact, is kind of steady. Yeah. That's on a 12-hour chart. Looking at the daily chart, is it crossing over? Yeah, it looks as if it's going to come up to the crossover, 7 MA crossing the 25 MA. But you've got a few day candles, red candles in there. But they're getting less sporadic. Or they're getting more sporadic, sorry, the red candles. You can see, all the way down, red candles, red candles, red candles, and a couple of green candles, and now there's more green candles over the last 4 or 5 days than there are red candles. So it looks as if it might make a move soon, to be honest. High times, what do you think of Altcoin? Never looked into it. Yeah, I know about it, heard about it, never looked into it. Rob Taylor, sorry, answer just now, thank you. No problem, no problem. BBN is very early stage but looks promising, won't shift too much, short term but long term definitely. There's so many good coins out there, to be honest, Matt, there's so many. It'd be brilliant just to have one Bitcoin in each of the top 30 kind of promising coins as well. Mervyn Skidmore, didn't Charlie Lee sell all his LTC there? That was a few months ago. He was kind of talking about that. Rain, we will just have to watch it, keep a good eye on it. Love your channel, brother. Thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Crypto Don Juan, wow, I was in titanium, also got out just in time too, and brought into Digitex ICO. They're hitting the exchange Q2. Look into Digitex token also, can't hurt. Thanks mate for that, appreciate that. Justin, so when the 7-day crosses the 25, you expect it to go up. Does that then work in reversal? When do you pick the best time to get out? Exactly the same. That's what's so simple about this as well. So we'll kind of take an example. There, we'll just look at Tron, for example. TRX. So we'll not look at the day chart. So we're talking about when we're talking about the 7 MA. That's the kind of here, this candle here, or all these candles represent 1 hour. So the 7 MA is like 7 hours. 25 MA is like 25 hours period. So it's a period, it's not a kind of day. It's just it was on the day chart and I say the 7-day crossing the 25-day. So we'll look here earlier on what happened kind of with Tron. Okay, so we can see here, round about here at 446, the 7 MA crossed 25 MA, and you'd have probably got in just a wee bit above, because it wouldn't have crossed, you wouldn't have seen it crossing on the day, you'd have seen it touching. But we'll go back and go down, actually. Yeah, so you'd have seen it touching round about there, so you might have gone at 460 Satoshi or something. And then it went all the way up to 681 or 6, yeah, it was about 680 something. And then you would have got out, had you kept it and not taken some off the top, had you kept it, you would have got out at 581, which would have been 140 Satoshi profit for you. But when you see this going up like this on the hourly chart, it would be good to take some profits, especially if it's a recent all-time high. I know the all-time high was about 2,000 Satoshi, but it's good to take some profits when you start to see that red candle coming down as well. And maybe kind of when it's running up like this, you can put a stop loss of about 6% when it's running up like this. You can see on the hourly chart. So you'd have put a stop loss in and kept on moving that stop loss to about 6% below. And if you did that and put a stop loss up at 680 for 6%, that'd have been about 6 times 6.7 is about 45. You'd have put that at 640. You'd have been stopped at about 640. So you'd have got a lot of the gains, but you'd have minimized kind of losing a lot of the gains as well when it came right back down. So that's what to do when you're kind of chasing a bull run like this as well. And then you'd have looked for another entry point. So it was going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. So there's not really been another entry point until recently. There's a couple of false ones here, but until recently there's another one at 522. That might have been an entry point, but this is crossing over just now as well, but it's on its way back up. So yeah, you get out exactly the same, 7 MA crossing down over the 25 MA. So I hope that helps. Swinging TRX and putting the profit into ADA. Thoughts? Yeah, I think ADA's good for the long term. Swing trading Tron just now is not, because it's consolidating just now, and it's on the kind of sideways pattern just now, it's going to be hard to kind of swing trade it. It was much easier before in the past couple of weeks, but it's a wee bit more difficult now. So we don't know where it's going to go. We just have to wait if it's going to drop or if it's going to kind of pop. We don't know if it's going to do that. Kim O'Brien, agree, no one to talk to. My friends are calling me Crypto Kim and think it's all hilarious. They'll be laughing, or they'll not be laughing next year, Kim. This time next year, they definitely won't be laughing if you're into crypto just now. And for me, I still feel we're at the beginning stages of crypto as well. This is only just the start. I know you know about it, and a lot of thousands of other people know about it like us, and we talk about it, and we think this is the kind of middle stages of crypto, what it's at just now in the kind of crypto graph, for example. But no, I think we're still at stage 1, to be honest. Mervyn, hello, my friends aren't that kind. Arafat, sir, can you please look at DGPT coin? DGTP. I never heard of it. DGPT. Digipulse. Market cap 3 million. Has had a high of about 18 million. Total supply is 60 million, which is good. I like that. Circulating supply is 1 million. Very low market cap. Never heard of Digipulse either. Digital inheritance done right. Crypto will use ultimate control over who inherits a digital and crypto assets. So it's got a use case scenario there. It's got a kind of clear use case for it. What's the Telegram channel like? 1,000 members. Not that big. Not that big. That doesn't mean to say it's not going to do anything, but it's not that big. So yeah, I don't know anything about it, but on paper it could be okay. I like the kind of total supply is low as well, but are a lot of people going to use it? I don't know. I don't know about that. So it seems as if this is kind of talking about what happens when you die and you've got digital, and that's something I've spoke about, to be honest, because I'm going to have to do something. Well, I've got something in place just now. I've got it in a bank, where I've got on a kind of USB stick. So I've got videos on a USB stick for my wife on how to get a hold of all my crypto should I die tomorrow. So I recommend everybody do that. So that's what this kind of looks at. It looks like it's doing that, to be honest, just looking at it very quickly. So it could be a good little project as well. I don't know too much about it at all. True ONT has been interesting. Yeah, definitely. Great channel, learning T8, so most helpful. Thanks, big man. Thank you very much, Mervyn. Really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. I've been on talking for about an hour, but thank you as ever for kind of joining me today. It's good to talk crypto. It's good to kind of get you on board as well and teach a wee bit as well. And that's what it's all about. That's what kind of makes the world go round. That's what my purpose is, to teach other people what I know and just pass on that knowledge to you as well. So it's been brilliant chatting with you this morning, and if you like this, hit the likes, obviously, as well. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Let your friends know about it as well, and join a free kind of channel on Facebook as well. We've got a free Facebook group in there, and over at Cryptocurrency Beginners, type in Cryptocurrency for Beginners and you'll get over to the Facebook group. And if you want to join me, if you're a beginner to intermediate kind of trader and you want to learn how to get into crypto more, then you can join me at CYT-Crypto.com for my program, and it'd be good to see you in there. We've got a private Facebook group in there as well, and Kim O'Brien is one of them. Okay, thanks again. Appreciate you being here. I know you could be doing other things, and I really appreciate your time. And until tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.